If you watched the last video, you know the shift. You stopped pushing and started bridging the gap for your child. But now there's this new thought that keeps showing up. Am I going to be doing this forever? In this video, I'll show you how to gradually hand things over so your child starts learning to do things for themselves. Hi, I'm Margot, psychologist, parent coach, and an ADHD mom who's raised 3 kids, one with ADHD, and spent over 25 years helping ADHD families build systems and strategies that actually work. You are the bridge, and that's exactly right. If you're the one helping your child get started right now, sitting with them, walking them through the steps, holding the task in place while their brain gets moving, that's not a problem, that's a job. Because of the gap between knowing and doing, someone has to bridge it, and right now, that's you. But you don't stay there forever. What we're moving toward gradually, and not all at once, is this shift from I do it for you, to I do it with you, to you starting to do it yourself. And that shift happens through 3 things you can start teaching now. Right now, your voice is the prompt. You're the one who says, okay, what do we need to do, and gets their brain moving. So the first step isn't to remove that, it's to make it visible. You start by saying the thinking out loud on purpose. Okay, we need to get in the car. What has to happen first? Shoes? Where are the shoes? Oh, by the door. Let's go. You're narrating the steps so they can hear what the inside of the plan sounds like. Then, slowly, you hand pieces of that off. What's first? Okay, what comes next? And here's the moment I want you to watch for because it's easy to miss. One day you'll be standing in the kitchen and you'll hear your child talking to themselves. Just quietly, okay, shoes, then backpack, kind of mumbling through it. That's not weird, that's the goal. That's your voice becoming their voice. This one looks different because it's not about the steps. It's about what happens when they hit a wall. Because ADHD kids don't just get stuck at the start. They get stuck in the middle, something goes sideways, they can't find what they need, or the thing they planned didn't work out, or they just kind of stall out. And when that happens, most kids do one of 2 things. They stop completely, or they melt down. So instead of jumping in with the answer, which is so tempting, I know, you guide the thinking. What's getting in your way right now? What's one small thing we could try? I want to tell you a story about this because my daughter actually taught her brother something here. She used to make packing lists for her little brother. You might remember that from the last video, but what I didn't mention is what happened over time. At some point, and I don't even know when exactly this happened, he started making his own lists. They were messy, they weren't complete, but he'd get stuck on something and instead of freezing, he'd grab a piece of paper and start writing things down. It didn't matter that he wasn't doing it perfectly. He was doing it. And that only happened because someone had sat with him enough times that the process got inside his brain. And that's what problem solving looks like when it's building. It's not clean or instantaneous, but it's real, helping them feel the payoff. Okay, this one's tricky because motivation with ADHD is genuinely different. It's not that your child doesn't want to do the thing. It's that their brain has a harder time connecting effort now to reward later. The payoff feels too far away, so the thing just doesn't feel worth starting. And I know a lot of us have tried reward charts and sticker systems, and if you do this, then you get that. And these often work. I like them, I teach them. But there is something here I want you to try instead, and it's actually really small. After your child finishes something that was hard for them, even something little, pause and help them notice it. You did that. That was hard and you got through it. Just help them notice. Just a moment of, hey, look what you just did. Because what you're building is the best reward system. You're helping them to develop the ability to feel their own accomplishment, which is the thing that eventually drives motivation from the inside. What do you want to do after this? Still works. Planning something to look forward to is a great strategy, but the deeper shift is helping them notice, I did a hard thing and I got through it. That feeling is what starts to carry them forward on their own. And I want to give you a picture of what this looks like as it builds, because it's not a straight line. At first, you're right there, sitting with them, narrating, guiding, helping them get from 0 to 1. Then you'll be nearby, in the room, but not next to them. They're starting to talk to themselves through the steps. They're a little wobbly, but it's happening. Then one day they start something on their own. Not everything, not every time, but one thing, one morning. And some days they'll need you right back next to them again. And that's not a setback. That's how brains build skills. Forward, back, forward again. Independence isn't expected, it's taught gradually with you right there. So here's what I want you to take from this. You're not just helping your child get things done, you're teaching them how to work with their brain. And that's the thing no one else is going to do for them the way you can, because you're the one who's close enough to see when they get stuck, patient enough to sit in it with them, and steady enough to hand it back a little more each time. You won't always be the bridge, but you'll always be the reason they learned to build one. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, but what about the days when I can't be steady, when I lose it before I can catch it? That's real, and that's actually a nervous system thing, not a you thing. In the next video, I break down what's happening in those moments when you lose your temper, like it comes out of nowhere, and how to start catching it earlier. Click right here to watch that next.